Good morning. Grade 7. You may now open your cameras, please. Turn on your cameras now. And get your books and notebooks. Thank you, Mr. Arkin, for reminding your classmates. Here are the others. Okay, so our previous lesson is about yung operations of fractions using addition, subtraction, and multiplication. We already discussed then the use of or the difference between the least common denominator or multiple and the greatest common factor. Now we will now proceed to division of fractions. So yung division of fractions, first rule is you should first invert the fraction on your divisor rather. So example, let's have 5/8 divided by 1/2. Do not proceed to multiplication first. You need to invert the second fraction given or the divisor. Ito yon divisor. Okay, invert. Meaning, the denominator becomes the numerator and the numerator becomes the denominator. So 2/1. And then proceed to multiplication. Okay, again. If the given operation is division, you need to invert the divisor first. You need to invert or reverse. Ito yun. 5/8 divided by 1/2 becomes 5/8 times 2/1. Second step, check if there are numbers to be simplified or reduced. On this example, we have 2 and 8, right? 2 can be divided by 2. 8 can also be divided by 2. multiply 5 over 4. This is already the answer, but we need to make it in the proper form. How many 4 can be fit in 5? It's only 1, correct? And then we need to subtract. 5 minus 4, it's 1. Okay, and then copy the denominator 4. Next, another example. Let's have 3/4 divided by 12. We know that if the given is a whole number, if the given is a whole number, we know that the denominator of that whole number is what? 1, right? We need to invert the divisor. Now, copy dividend 3/4. Invert, it becomes 1 over 12. Now proceed to multiplication. Invert, numerator becomes denominator, denominator becomes numerator. Equals. Check if there are numbers we need to simplify. On this example, we have 3 and 12, right? We have 3 and 12. By dividing them both by 3, 3 divided by 3, 1, 12 divided by 3, 4. 1 times 1, it's 1. 4 times 4, it's 16. Next, example. 3 and 7 over 8 divided by 2 and 2/3. If the given numbers are in mixed number or mixed fraction, we need to convert this one first into improper fraction. Improper fraction muna tayo. Multiply and then plus. 8 times 3, 24, plus 7, 31. Copy the denominator 8. 3 times 2, 6. Plus 2, 8. Copy the denominator 3. Okay, we are still in division operation. We need to make it we need to convert rather in multiplication. Pero we need to invert first. Ito, we need to invert yung fraction. So copy 31 over 8. Invert. 8 over 3 becomes 3 over 8. In division lang to ha. Sa division lang, ini-invert yung divisor. Yung second fraction, ini-invert. Then proceed to multiplication. check. Are there numbers to be simplified? Are there numbers to be simplified? 31 and 8? How about 3 and 8? Yeah. There are no numbers na masisimplify. Multiply natin kaagad. 3 times 1, it's 3. 3 times 3, 9. 93. 8 times 8, it's 64. Equals. So, 1 lang. There are only 1 whole na 64 sa ating 93. Right? 1 lang, 1. And then, subtract. 9, 2, copy denominator, 64. Hindi na marireduce. Therefore, 1 and 29 over 64 is the final answer.
Sure.
Yes. Do you have question?
Sir, I have a question po
Yes.
about the division po.
On division. Sige.
During the third equation, the third one po.
Okay,
So what
this one.
happens po if there is a whole number? What if the third number is a whole number?
Again, Arkin. Choppy. Choppy yung line. Yung audio mo, choppy. Again.
What happens po if there is a third number? And the
Okay.
third number po is a whole number.
Okay. It's like this. I'll give you example. If the third number, given number, is in mixed number, right?
The whole number po.
Whole number. Okay, it's like this. Let's say we have 2 and 3/4 divided by, you want the whole number? Let's say 15. And
Sir,
then,
if there are two fractions po. So if there are two fractions po, then the whole number.
two fractions and a whole number. There are 3 given numbers, tama? You want 3 given numbers. So, fraction and a whole number. So, ganito. Let's have 5 and 5, 11. Oh, you want this example, Arkin?
Your mixed number. Your
This
mixed
one,
fraction.
mixed number.
Two mixed fractions po and then a whole number.
Okay, sige. 2 mixed numbers and the whole number. Let's divide it by, let's have 5 and 2/3. 2 mixed number and a whole number. Arkin, is Miss Bridge correct? Okay. And let's have 5. Okay. Let's put the equal sign below. If the given numbers are in mixed number, the first thing you need to do is to make all mixed number into improper rather. 15 times 3, let's have 15, we need to multiply it by 3. 45 plus 7, 52 over 15. Do not change the division operation first. This one. 3 times 5, it's 15 plus 2, 17. 17 over 3. Okay. We need to always invert the divisor or the fraction next to the dividend. So yung first given fraction is called dividend. The succeeding, okay, remember the succeeding fractions are called divisor. So equals, copy 52. You should not invert the first given fraction, okay? 15. Invert 17 over 3, it becomes 3 over 17. Multiplication na tayo. And then invert also the second fraction. 1/5. 5 over 1 becomes 1/5. So you can now proceed to multiplication. Always invert the second given fraction if the given is, or rather, solution are in division. So you have to invert the fraction on your right. Okay, the fraction on your right. Invert lang ng invert. Always invert. You cannot proceed to multiplication unless you invert the second given fraction first. Okay. Now let's check if there are numbers to be simplified. Are there numbers? On this example, we have 3 and 15. Right? 3 and 15, divide both by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 15 divided by 3, it's 5. Can we simplify 52 and 17? No, we cannot. How about 52 and 5? 52 and 5, we cannot also simplify. If that's the case, multiply the numerator right away. 52 times 1 times 1. It's 52. 17 times 5, 35, 85. 85 times 5. 85 times 5, 5, 42. Ano po? Okay. Let's have ito. Your seat work today. If you have books, please open it on page 25. If you do not have your book, please copy and answer on your notebook. Copy and answer. You can see on the given, there are mixed numbers. Multiplication to ha. Not on division ha. Nasa multiplication pa lang po. So, there are no inversion here. There are no inversion of fractions. Nag-invert lang tayo if the given is in division. Pero this time, lahat to, you just have to multiply. So, meaning, it should be properly computed, properly multiplied. So, lahat ng nakikita nyo na mixed number, you should convert it first sa improper fraction. Ito. Mga mixed number, improper fraction muna yan ha. Improper fraction muna. Yan, para madali. So that it will be easier for you to multiply. Again, lahat ng mixed number, please convert it to improper fraction first. Improper fraction. And if you are confused with the whole numbers, please write over 1 below it to indicate that yung whole number na yon is now your numerator. Like this, over 1. Again, all mixed numbers should be converted to improper fraction. And all whole numbers, you can put over 1 below it. Guys, if you have questions, you can raise it or you can message me on the chat. By the way, the term cancellation here is like simplifying, ha? It's like simplifying. You are canceling a number to make the number smaller or simplify. Are you done?
Sure.
Yes.
So do we have to invert the do we have to invert po multiplicative inverse 1 multiplication?
Yeah, in multiplication, no need to invert fractions. That is only in division. In division lang yung ini-invert. But since all the given numbers here are in multiplication, so you just have to multiply. Make the mixed number improper, make the whole number a fraction by writing 1 below it. Sa division lang po yung ating inversion. If you are taking an exam